So this is example 3 from lesson 4, section 1, page 7. So I'm going to show you how to put this in the calculator. Handy dandy calculator. We're going to go y equals, plug that in. Instead of t, you're going to put in x. X is right there. Now, before you graph, so if you were to graph this thing, you can't see anything because the windows don't match. So this is just the standard window. And this one goes from 0 to 30, from 0 to 950. So let's make our calculator window match your paper. So you're going to press window. So the X minimum is going to be right there at -2. X maximum, it goes all the way over to 30. Is that 30? Yes. You can do 32 if you want. X scale, so it's changing by every 2. So 2 right there. Y minimum, it's that number right there. So what is it? If this is 200, the middle should be 100, and the other middle would be 50. So it's going up by 50. So the Y minimum is -50. The Y maximum is 950. Y scale, it's changing by every 50. If you want to do 10, that's fine too, but I'm just trying to match the graph that I have on my paper. So now when you graph, it will look very similar to what you have on your paper. So the first thing we need to find is the vertex. So you're going to go second calculate. That's the one in blue, but it's the trace button. So second calculate, it's a maximum value. So you're going to go maximum. The left boundary, the cursor right there needs to be on the left side of your vertex or your maximum value. So that's the left, press enter. Now you have to set up the right boundary. So move the cursor over to the right, press enter, and then guess, just press enter. And then it will come back with the maximum value. So that's your X, that's your Y. Now the next question, we have to find the Y-intercept. We can pull that from the table. I know the Y-intercept X is 0, and now Y is 900. And then the X-intercepts, that's where your graph crosses the x-axis. So you're going to go second calculate, or it's the trace button. So you're going to choose 0 because it's the 0 of the function or roots, aka x-intercepts. So choose zeros of the function. So the left boundary, you're looking at that point right there. So as long as the cursor is over to the left of that point, that's what you need. Doesn't have to be really close, but I just wanted to be able to get that close enough that I know what point that is. So left boundary, and then right boundary, you have to move it to the right of that point. Notice that it's right below the x-axis. And then you can see the lines of the boundaries right there. Push enter one more time, and that's your 0 of the function right there. So 28.28 and 0. Now the other one, notice that it's out of the window. You would have to change the window to where you can see the negatives. So off we go. Press the window button. Now the X minimum would have to be, I don't know, let's make it -50, just because. And then when you press graph again, it will retrace the whole thing. So now you already know the X-intercept is right there, and there's another one on the negative side, and you're going to do the same thing that you did over here for this 0 of the function or this X-intercept. So off we go. So second calculate, 0. So move the cursor over to the left side or the left of that point that you're looking for. Press enter, right boundary, just the right side of that point. Press enter, enter one more time, and that will come back with the other zero of the function.